Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing one of my favorite games of all time, which is Euro Truck Simulator 2. And just so we can kind of see what that looks like, I'm going to be starting on a brand new campaign. So yeah, here we go. So obviously pick a name. You can pick one of these lovely truckers to be your character. I assume a lot of these are like the devs and stuff, but no idea really. All very classic. Like this guy's in my mood right now. Preferred truck design. I think this will pick what we get started off with. I don't know that I particularly have one. I like the height of the windshield in these man trucks. And we go with this guy though. Language is English. Use the Steam Cloud. Choose a logo for your company. Alright. That seems like a good logistics logo. Need to name our company. Okay. So I got the profile loaded, and I can begin. So I pick real automatic, I think. I'm a little tempted to just go simple automatic, honestly. I can always change that later. Setup. So this is a good problem here. So I've kind of pick a starting city. And I have all the DLCs for this, so I can pretty much pick anywhere I want. So I can pick Edinburgh, for instance. I've got some good friends up there. You know, I had some really good times in Napoli, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick Naples as my starting city. Don't need the tutorial. Here is Napoli. Gonna just let this let us get a nice view of the city here. All right. Safely deliver. So when you start, you sort of, for a brief amount of time, work for other countries, sort of like as a contractor, and then you get enough money to buy your own truck. So, employ as a private vehicle will cover all expenses. Arrive on time. All right. So I'm just going to quickly check my settings to make sure that my controls came over with the yes, looks like we're unfortunately I have to reset these, so apologize for this, but I'm gonna quickly go and reset my controls for this profile the way I like them. I'm playing with an Xbox controller, so got a specific way that I've got my control set up since I first started playing this game. I have that left stick as a modifier, so if I hold down the left stick, I can then hit any other button. And I've got the Xbox Elite controller, so I've got the button on the bottom of it mapped to the left stick, so I can do that pretty easy. Alright, so we're gonna go engine like that. Parking brake is going to be holding Y. Wipers to the left. Turn this left bumper. Turn this right bumper. That way I can use my keyboard to switch driving modes if I want to. Up, that's fine. Down. Attach is Y. Okay. Hopefully I don't have to do much more than that. You know, there's always a little bit of tweaking to set up a new profile, but there we go. Alright, so here I am. I've got a truck loaded. I am here in Naples. I'm basically just taking this truck, looks like just down to the docks. That's it. All right. That's fine with me. So you look over on the right there. I'm looking in that mirror to kind of see what the clearance of the actual trailer is. Make sure I'm not going to run into anything like that. But for most of the time, just kind of keep it centered. I like to use the actual navigation on the dashboard, especially when I'm on my big computer here. If I'm playing on Steam Deck, you know, maybe then I'll actually pop open the little navigation. It's also a super good game in VR. I just frankly don't really have the patience to always set up my VR console. But I do. It's one of my favorites in VR. So this part of the process is kind of what I call city driving. So my theory, which I'll end up writing and talking about why this game is fun, is because it has a bunch of different modes. That sort of chill, freeway driving, long distance driving, and it has this sort of careful city driving where you're navigating through an environment that's just slightly too small for the vehicle you're driving, which I think is, I assume, something that makes real life trucking kind of interesting, but is also specifically what makes this fun, this part of this game fun. As you can see, we're coming down to the port here in Naples in Italy. And here I can kind of see this. I like this to kind of see, but I find it very hard to actually navigate, so I tend to drive almost exclusively in first person mode. Sometimes I'll pop into that. There is this cool photo view. Oh, apparently I get a achievement for taking pictures of landmarks now. That's a new thing they added. But I can get a picture of Mount Vesuvius there in the distance. I think I can adjust this somewhat. Yeah, there you go. Makes it a little easier to see. There's a better shot of Mount Vesuvius out there. Oh yeah, this is something to do because they just put a huge amount of love into these environments, so you can kind of pop into photo mode and just kind of get a look around. You can see the ferries out there. You can see the mountain with the castle on it over there, and you can kind of see up. Well, you can't really see up the coast, but I think we could actually drive down the Amalfi Coast down there as well if we wanted to. Now, for now, I'm going to pop back into this, try not to crash with the transition, get down to the dock to do my drop off. Alright. There's a recruitment agency. That's something that kind of comes into play later. Go ahead and turn in, watching the side mirror there, so we don't run into anything. It's kind of a sharp turn. Okay. So you can just skip this and drop it in. I'm going to actually see where they need it and try to deliver it. So I have to put the trailer right there. So you can see I'm kind of close to the edge here because it's a sharp entrance. So I'm going to pull over there and then reverse back in here. Watching the back there. Barely making it. Here like this, and then corrected there a bit. That's fine. Oh, okay. I thought that flashing thing was the actual delivery spot. quite enough clearance on that area, on that way. Let's see if I can get enough of a turn on here to make it up. I used to be quite good at this, but it's actually been a little while since I played. And I'm sure there's people who are a million times better than I am, but let's see what I can do. Now the way I think about it is the truck itself is pushing the trailer into position. There we go. See the trailers drop there. I made my first delivery. 5 stars. Made 400 euros, which is obviously way more than this would have made me in real life. And here we go to my headquarters. So, you can have a headquarters in any city in the game of the, I don't know, a few hundred cities or so. I started in Napoli, so this is mine. I can upgrade it as I go. That's why it's kind of like covering graffiti and stuff, is you can kind of upgrade it and make it more fancy and stuff like that. But that won't be for a little while now. Pretty basic garage, may not be much, but it's a start. You haven't got anything to park there yet, so there's no trucks in sight. Once you've earned enough money and bought a truck, you're able to move in the world freely and run your own business from here. Good luck. Okay. So, I have a few different options. I don't have any truck dealers. So, you find truck dealers in the world. So I'm going to do a quick job. As in just get paid for hire. I can go... Let's see here. Price. So I can go to Greece, down there. This one's actually the best price per mile. You can see it's a lot shorter, so I'm going to actually take this one because then I can get 4,000 and hopefully discover a truck dealer on the way. All right, so where am I exactly? All right. Hopefully that question mark there is a truck dealer. Yes, it is a truck dealer. So I can buy my first truck from there. This is kind of cool that they have this professional driver, but I feel like it kind of breaks continuity a little bit because, you know, all of a sudden I'm out here in the middle of this beautiful Italian countryside, but there's no memory of, you know, how I got here or anything else. So I kind of like to buy my truck as soon as possible so I can start putting together a sense of the world that they've given us. This is quite nice out here. I'm actually gonna take a picture. Farm, got some hills back there. Got this cool little farmhouse. Beautiful dirt road. Yeah, let's go like that. See that I made a super wide turn just so I don't hit the railing on the way. No navigation in this truck, which means I'm gonna have to rely on the this thing. I really like the immersion of just driving in this, but it's quite difficult to navigate without a live map. So it's another reason to buy your truck early is you get you can even if you just put your little cell phone holder, you still get a view in the actual cab of what the map is, where the map is. It's fun. So you actually do need to signal and everything like that in this game. There's no you get dinged if you don't. Here I'm driving through this beautiful little Italian village. Been here in real life. And you can see just how characterful the world is. And so just for a quick moment, you can see I'm out in this beautiful Italian countryside. And if you look at the map, it is massive. So you can go all the way to Aberdeen in Scotland. You can go to St. Petersburg in Russia, Stavanger in Norway. You can go as far down as Portugal and southern Spain. You obviously have Corsica and Sardinia there, and then all the way down to Greece, and including a couple of these Greek islands here. So the amount of just world in this is just incredibly good, and they've done a great job. Both this and American Truck Simulator, which I also play quite a bit of, have just these amazingly detailed worlds. Came a little close. You can see where it'd be kind of nice to be playing an actual shifter here, so you can kind of control your gears a little more going up the steep hill, but I just don't want to set up the controls for it right now. Zone. Got these little cars on the side of the street here you have to be careful to avoid. Straightforward. To the highway, looks like. That's the Autostrada there. Rural driving is also sort of a mode. So there's like city driving, rural driving, which is these sort of open countrysides but very narrow roads, and then highway driving, which I think we're about to experience a little bit. trying to get up to Napoli because that's where my drop-off is. So I'm gonna turn here. Now, I do think you could actually follow the signs. I think it would be kind of interesting if they could like sort of give you like a printout map of this game world. Because obviously it's still very tiny compared to real life, so you could not use a real map necessarily, but I do think it'd be kind of cool to give people the ability to hand navigate. Alright, going to Napoli. Speed limit here is 80 kilometers an hour. Probably going 77. So I'm going to set my cruise control at 80. And yeah, just kind of going to cruise along. Back over in the right lane. Pretty sure that's Mount Vesuvius. They're supposed to be off to the left there. Yeah, it sure is. Which means that Napoli is going to be on the other side of that. Well, they do a very good job of like sort of the illusion of scale. Like if I go back to my mode here, you can see it says 56 minutes until arrival. So in real life from here would take about an hour to get to the destination, which is a little further up north of Naples. And in game here, it'll only take me, hopefully 5 to 10 minutes at most. We're into a toll here. It's a closer view of Mount Vesuvius over there. You can tell it's sort of it's not exactly like the most high fidelity graphics, but they've just put so much care to give you the feeling of it. I just really respect that. So we're going to Napoli Nord, in other words, straight through. Towards Rome. see we sort of have this chill experience of driving on the freeway, which is kind of easy. You can kind of just cruise. And now we're switching off onto these side streets again. Needing to slow down a bit. And we kind of have to navigate around these as well. Here is the toll. Took that turn a little too short. Again. We are driving through an industrial part of Napoli, which is really mostly what you see in this game, which I kind of enjoy. Because it really doesn't romanticize. And there's the Volvo truck dealer, so we're going to be buying a Volvo truck here in a few minutes. Here's our first truck. Our delivery. Where do you need it? Basically drop it in right here. Now, they give you kind of nice out, which is that this can sometimes get pretty frustrating. So if you ever get sick of trying to park it, you can just hit A. Might be too much on the side. Alright, I leveled up so I can get these points. I like to do long distance because I can kind of like doing these long trips. For that. Now, I can buy some trucks. So let's see what we can get for used trucks. Alright, now we're talking. So I got a couple options for used trucks here. So let's say what happens if we kind of... So we have 6,000 euros. Where has a little bit of damage, so that means it needs some work. However, I think any of these are going to be pretty okay. Power 380, horsepower 420, 420, 420. So basically, any of these guys is pretty good. To do that, we need a loan of 100 grand. So, gotta make a bunch of money to pay this off. So we're gonna do it. Here we go. We're gonna buy a used truck. The condition's pretty good on all of these. Best on this one. Torque is about the same. That helps for like going up hills and stuff. Horsepower is the same. Chassis is the same. Yeah, I think we're getting this guy because it has the least amount of damage. We'll hopefully be trading up for it soon anyway. Purchase. I only have one garage, so it's here. It is my truck. And here it is. This is my truck. Can't remember if I can upgrade it here. Don't think so. There we go. Now, I have bought a truck, my first truck. So now I'm free to go drive around and pick up any kind of job that I want to. I can also go in here, do some repairs, I believe, which I think is what I'm going to do first. No, all good. So, I'm not going to do this today, but I have navigation in here, which is great. That means I can close this guy. And I can kind of look for the freight market. So, I'm in Naples, and pick a first sort of job. So I'm gonna do price. Okay, so going down to Greece, it's gonna be my highest paying job and also my highest per kilometer, I guess. So that's it actually. This is our one. $7,600 for doing this. Yeah. So what I'll do next time I am on to play this is I will drive to the pickup location, which is right here. Actually, maybe I'll just go ahead and do that right now, so you can kind of see the whole 9 yards. All right. drive out of the dockyard area where my garage is. I'm going to drive briefly through Napoli here. This game's version of it. Roundabout here. And then get in here to my first client position, which is over there. So move on to this green thing, hit A to view the job market. You can see they got a couple different options here. So this is the one we planned. Boric acid to Argostoli in Greece. So there's the trailer. There's the trailer. If I go to the external mode, hit Y, you see that this truck is loading up here. My first load, and I can go ahead and pull out of here. Yeah, I'm pretty much ready to be on my way. So this trip will involve a drive across Italy, and then to a ferry port, and then a brief ferry ride to Greece, which I actually haven't been to yet because it's the new DLC. So this is the first time I'm playing that new DLC. So that's what's in mind for next time. Thanks for watching along.